Okay guys, so this is going to be a driving video, commentary video, and I'm going to basically say as much as I physically can in the time that I'm driving. So it is just loads of information for you. Okay, so checking all the way around and checking my blind spot, signalling to the right, checking my blind spot and moving out. It's my priority down this road as I move forward because there's parked cars on the other side of the road, but I'm still being careful about car doors opening, pedestrians running out, perhaps animals like cats and dogs. Taking the next road on the right, major to minor, mirrors to the right, signal to the right. I'm in second gear, speed by braking, off brake, clutch coming up, checking to see if I can go, checking my mirrors, and I'm committed. So I think he's going to stay there. I'll take him up on the offer. Mirrors to the left, signal to the left at this closed junction, thank you very much, and down into first gear. So checking both sides of the T-junction, okay to go, and lifting up to my biting point into second, checking my mirrors as I change gear. Looking nice and far ahead to the limit point, which is the furthest part of the road that I can see, just so I'm aware of hazards as soon as possible. At the end of the road, I'm going to be turning right. I am warned about wild animals, so I'm just got a warning sign there. Checking to the right, mirrors to the right, signal to the right, position just left of centre line, runner on my right hand side. Speed by braking, and down into first gear. There was a giveaway triangle on the floor there, checking both sides, finding the biting point, looking nice and far ahead. Looking at the gap, my priority, looking at the gap, and up into third gear to save petrol. Looking nice and far ahead, parked car on the right, thinking about the road on the left, will it spit out cars? Looking ahead, vehicle is quite large coming towards me, his position is slightly off, mirrors. Yeah, he's rectified his position, checking my mirrors for the next car. Coming up to a roundabout, turning left, mirrors to the left, signal to the left. White car approaching, speed by braking, clutch down. First gear. Checking to see if I can go. Yep, no one else to give way to. Checking on the left to see if there's any bikes or scooters on my left hand side. Looking ahead. Increasing to second gear. Looking really nice and far ahead. Hazards potentially to be aware of is people coming out of driveways. Looking far ahead. Keeping good distance from the car in front. Changing up into fourth. 30 miles an hour because it's residential and lampposts. Mirrors to the left, keeping to the left on this wider road now. Thinking about the road on the left. Warned about pedestrian crossings, and at the roundabout turn left, mirrors. Signal, it's a closed roundabout, which means I can't see. Speed by braking, clutch down. Looking to the right to see if I can go. Yep, I can, no one's there. Pedestrian near a pedestrian crossing, zebra, mirrors. Is she going to use it? Nope. Checking my mirrors to turn right, mirrors. Oncoming vehicles have priority because it's major to minor. Checking, and checking into the turn. Yep, perfect. Looking to the limit point, which is the furthest part of the road, just so I'm aware of hazards as early as possible. Warned about elderly people, disabled people especially. Parked cars on both sides, making the road a mess. Checking my mirrors. Thinking about stopping before the mustard coloured car, mirrors. Braking, clutch down. First gear, checking my mirrors. Feeling like I can go now. Zigzag lines, no parking, no overtaking. Zebra crossing. I can pass the bus stop. I can't park on the bus stop, but I can drive over it. Okay, so looking to the limit point. 30 miles an hour. I'm in third because of the bend. Checking my mirrors. Overrun. Warned about a roundabout. Mirrors to the right. Signal to the right, pedestrian nearby. Speed by braking, close roundabout. And down into first gear. Checking to the right, can I go? Yep, no one there. Staying on the bike and coming off. No need to signal out because it was a small roundabout. Bit of a mess here, parked cars on both sides of the road. Can I fit through the gap, mirrors? Overrun, which means no gas. Overrun, checking, yeah, I can fit through that. Potholes here, mirrors. Putting my car in a place where the potholes aren't going to be too affecting on the car. Pedestrian crossing clear. Mirrors, pedestrian island clear. Parked cars parked on the left and right, obviously considering whether they're going to move off. 30 miles an hour. I'm going to use fourth gear to save petrol. Petrol price is crazy. I want to save as much petrol as physically possible. If it's an open road and it's going to be that I don't have to change my speed limit for a long time, I'm going to use the highest gear possible. I feel like fourth is all right, but I've got a bike on this road which may change my opinion. I can drive where the parked cars could park, but they're not here, so I'm ignoring that. Mirrors. I'm concerned about the bike. Overrun, speed by braking. Bike did make a mistake on the right hand side and he decided against it. Mirrors. Concerned about the other bike. Concerned about the bike in front of me swerving. I'm concerned about car doors opening, which would affect the bike even more. I'm concerned about giving the bike space, changing down to third, checking the surroundings, checking the right road. Yeah, there's no one there, so I'm going to overtake. I had to be careful of the right road before overtaking. Mirrors. Turn left at the roundabout, mirrors to the left, signal to the left. Black car to give way to, braking. And there's a blocker actually, so I'm just going to go. So the blocker, it turned out that I could take it, so I did the roundabout in second. Property is more important than paint, so if there's no one to give way to, then I'm going to ignore the line. Mirrors, just to check if there's anyone overtaking me. Taking a position that borrows the white line because property is more important than paint. Pedestrian nearby. Roads on the left hidden by parked cars, pedestrians on the left. Dog. Dog might get off the lead. Bike coming towards me. Car doors may open. Crossroads coming up, mirrors. 40-mile-an-hour sign, mirrors, but I can't go any faster because of the red lights. Speed by braking. 12 o'clock theory. Keeping to the left. 8 times out of 10 you position left to go left and straight on in England. That's an 8 times out of 10 rule. My priority at the crossroads because I'm going straight on. Car on the right thinking about coming out of his junction, of his car park. Driveway, mirrors. Person behind me wants to turn right. Tyres on tarmac with the person in front. I must be able to see his tyres resting on the tarmac just in case he breaks down, and then I could pull out easily if I needed to. Roadworks coming up, mirrors. Considering that the lights will change colour, staying on my side of the road for a bit longer just in case they change. Mirrors to the right. Yep, I feel like I can commit to that. I'm now committed on the wrong side of the road because the lights, traffic lights are not working here, so that's okay. Mirrors to the left just to see if there's any bikes or e-scooters coming up on my left side, coming back to the left. Hidden T-junction on the right that I've been warned about. Pedestrians, keeping good distance with the person in front, bike up ahead. Person behind me is behaving nicely. People haven't really got into their waiting area perfectly then, so I was just careful. Mirrors, checking the pedestrian crossing. Roundabout coming up, bike still there. This does not follow the 12 o'clock theory, this roundabout. It is very clear that it doesn't follow the 12 o'clock theory, so I'm using the right-hand lane to go straight on because that's its design. Mirrors, making sure that I can see the inside of the roundabout through the window. Mirrors to the left, signal to the left because the inside of the roundabout is raised. I'm warned about temporary traffic lights here. Mirrors. Looking for pedestrians. Scanning the area. A little bit uneven with the road surface here. Mirrors. Hill going down, keeping an eye on my speed. Bike still there. Pedestrians. Multiple sort of driveways on this road. Keeping distance. Mirrors. I'm in 4th gear trying to save money. Keeping good distance just in case the car in front immediately brakes for I call it the fox rule, if a fox came out, the person would probably try and save the fox's life just because of shock. At the roundabout, turn right, mirrors. Interior right, signal. Position just left of the line. Speed by braking, clutch down. 2nd gear with the hope to use it because it's an open roundabout. Yep, looking good. See the roundabout through the window on the right and looking ahead as well. Mirrors to the left, signals left because it's a big roundabout. I'm helping the person enter the roundabout with the signal out. Picking up my speed, searching the, there's a bike, searching the pedestrian crossing. Is somebody going to press the button? There's a park on the left, so I'm just checking the activity of cars. Pedestrians nearby. 40-mile-an-hour road. Hatch markings are covered in a dotted border. Not allowed to use it unless it is absolutely imperative that I would need to use it for some reason. Going straight on, 12 o'clock theory. Speed by braking, clutch down 2nd. Yeah, looks good. Keeping to the left, and mirror signal. I could have signalled right at the beginning if I fancied it, but keeping a good position to the left was good enough, and I could signal out. Mirrors. Worried about the pothole, checking my mirrors. Little message about keeping an eye on bikes here, so almost like a subliminal message. Bikes. 40, I'm going to lock in with cruise control 40 now. And just looking nice and far ahead to the limit point, searching the area, searching people's behaviour with their position. 40, it looks like a 30 because it's residential and lampposts, but there's reminders every 15 seconds or less on the lampposts. The little message about bikes continues. Mirrors. Car in front of me. Mirrors. Concerned about the road on the left. Looking to the limit point. Looking ahead. Roundabout coming up. At the roundabout we're going to be going straight on. Speed by braking for the mandatory speed limit and for the roundabout. 12 o'clock theory is working here. You'll be able to see it on the floor. Left lane, 8 times out of 10 goes left and straight. Keeping to the left. I can go. Keeping to the left. Mirrors to the left, signal to the left to help the black car. And coming out. Increasing my speed to get away from the hazard. Up into third gear. Checking my mirrors, checking the side roads. 30 miles an hour exactly. Change of speed limit coming up, mirrors, just so I can see if anyone's overtaking. Scanning the pedestrian crossing, two can cross the road, bikes and pedestrians. Now that that's over, I'm going to start to increase my speed if it's safe to do so, checking the side roads before I do so, changing up to fourth to save money, checking the side roads, looking nice and far ahead, checking the side roads, pedestrian on the right, dog on a lead, may get off, checking my mirrors. Lines in the road, people have been asked to come back to their side. Their overtaking bit was finished. Mirrors. Speed by braking. Clutch down, second gear, roundabout. Going straight on. Giving way to the right. There's quite a lot of gravel on this roundabout. Mirrors. I'm just checking all my mirrors. I don't like the gravel. Mirrors, don't like the gravel. So I'm just going to keep off that bit. Mirrors to the left, signal to the left. I decided to keep off the gravel. There was a lot of crap on the floor there. I want to protect my wheels. I checked absolutely everything to make sure that that was safe to do so. If there is a lot of debris and crap on the floor, that's where all the nails, glass and nasty things that can like go into your tyre. Your tyre is more malleable after it's been wet and then it's suddenly dry. Things can sink into your tyres quite easily. Checking, yeah, mirrors. Okay, so at the roundabout, I'm going to go straight on. Okay, so we can follow the 12 o'clock theory here to begin with. It's not very busy, mirrors. Speed by braking. Clutch down. Second gear, coming up to the bike. Checking my mirrors. Yeah, looks good to go. Keeping to the left. Leaving space for people to overtake me on my right. Mirrors to the left, signal to the left. At the next roundabout, I'm going to turn right. Mirrors to the right, signal to the right. Blind spot. Going to the third exit. Following the signs for Cheltenham. Mirrors. I'm in the Cheltenham lane, the first Cheltenham lane to turn right. This roundabout has actually been drawn incorrectly, so this may be a bit confusing. Mirrors. So I'm in the first lane that goes to Cheltenham. I need to stay in the first lane that goes to Cheltenham again. See the road markings, Cheltenham. Following the line on the right, 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 Cheltenham. And coming up to the third exit, mirrors to left, signal to left. Checking the light colour, checking for pedestrians. Okay, speed bumps. Warned about them. Mirrors. Slow written on the floor. Yep, I already am. Speed by brake. Another warning about the speed bumps. Changing down into second for those. They're not too bad actually. The major road goes round to the right. That's why it's thick on the sign. Mirrors. It's a really big black and white chevron, so I've decided to go down into second for this. Mirrors to the right. Looking to the limit point, looking to see if there's anybody coming, looking to the limit point. I'm in second, overrun. Speed by braking, overrun. Speed pillows coming up. Speed bumps are the ones that go across the entire width of the road, but the speed pillows are the little squarey ones. Sometimes they can be pretty chill, sometimes they can be pretty crazy. These ones are chill-ish. I'm doing these ones in third because they're not that bad, although I have decided to slow down and go in second this one. It felt different, that one, so I was going uphill, didn't feel quite right to stay into third. I'm in third now, but I don't like this speed bump either. Speed by brake, speed by gear, back down to second, don't like that. I don't want to like ask my car too much to go over a speed bump too quickly. I want to look after the health of my car. I decided to signal to the left of that one because I wanted to help the oncoming person know exactly where I wanted to go, and you can always signal left for the first exit. It's really not confusing at all. It's my priority, but I need to check to see if anybody's coming. Mirrors. And I have arrived at my destination, so I hope this helps, guys, and I shall see you soon.